Hello, this is the Sports Talk Show, and today I'm with my cousin who is a Georgia fan, and today we're going to be arguing about the 2018 Sugar Bowl and just more stuff about that. Since he's a Georgia...
I'm a little surprised by this. I was invited for a cordial discussion. I didn't know we were going to be arguing.
Well, so since you're a Georgia fan, you're probably used to losing, so you're probably going to lose this argument.
Well, to be clear, Harrison, I'm not just a Georgia fan. I'm a Georgia alum. Graduated from the university. What university did you graduate from?
Well, haven't graduated yet, as you probably know.
Well, you can aspire to go to Georgia. What's that?
So, what happened whenever your punter just kneeled? Was he just scared?
He was from Australia, so they haven't really picked up.
Because those are the only players that y'all can get.
Technique, how to keep your knee off the ground when you punt the football. See, the problem with that game was, as I mentioned to your prepper before the meeting. See, the Sugar Bowl, that used to be a game in not too distant past that meant a lot. Ever since the playoff era began, it doesn't mean anything. So half our team didn't even play. Texas treated it like the Super Bowl. They had all their players. Heck, I think Earl Campbell even dressed out. I'm not 100% on that. Maybe Ricky Williams too. I think I saw Ricky. But we just treated it like a scrimmage, and we got beat. Our second teamers, our freshmen, got beat by your varsity. So, congrats.
But y'all still had Jake from State Farm.
What's that?
Y'all still had Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm is going to be working as an insurance salesman within 2 years from now, I promise.
He won't make it in the NFL. There's no way.
I agree with that.
So, I think the reason that the Georgia starters didn't play is because they just wanted to get done with playing at Georgia.
They want to do what?
They want to be done playing at Georgia.
Well, see, at Georgia, we call it a stepping stool to the NFL. So, yeah, they were ready to go make their millions. In Texas, they call it a stepping stone to enterprise car rentals. So they were not as prepared to go into the real world as the Georgia players were. Because, see, Georgia had like 10 players going to the NFL that year. Did Texas have anybody drafted that year?
We had like 8.
8? I can't. I'm trying to think of players in the NFL from Texas right now.
Name a good player from Georgia right now in the NFL.
We had like 9 players drafted this year.
Who, like Nick Chubb? Is that like y'all's only good player in the
was
NFL?
Drafted 2 years ago. Was like one of the top rushers in the NFL. I think he had the most yards in the NFL. We have 4 running backs that are probably top 4 running backs in the NFL right now.
Christian McCaffrey didn't go to Georgia.
Oh, okay. Of the non-white running backs.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Nick Chubb, Todd Gurley, Sonny Michel. Got DeAndre Swift there now. Pretty good.
Well, but in the 5 games that Texas has played Georgia, Texas has won 4 of them. What do you say about that?
I'm gonna need to see some data to back that up. Do you have any evidence? I'm not aware of this.
And also, tell me, how did Georgia lose to a 4-8 South Carolina last year?
Your friend Jake from State Farm contributed greatly to that.
See, because Georgia just produces such horrible quarterbacks.
We had a really good quarterback, but we didn't play him, so he went to Ohio State and was the Heisman.
Justin Fields? Yeah, because he wanted to get out of Georgia. He hated it.
Well,
he hated his time as
probably.
Georgia.
I don't know if he hated it.
He hated it.
Have you talked to him?
Yep, he hated it. Just hated it.
That's disappointing.
Yes.
So how's Texas going to be next year?
Better than Georgia. Who even is Georgia's quarterback? Tell me, like, who's going to be their quarterback?
Jamie Newman.
Who's he?
He's the number one quarterback in the SEC. He's a grad transfer. See, when you're at a school like Georgia, players who want to like get to the next level, they just transfer to Georgia when we ask them to.
What? But Justin Fields transferred out of Georgia.
Forest.
Oh, Wake Forest! What a wonderful school for football.
Yeah. Well, guess why he left? He was really good there, though. Who's Texas's quarterback?
Sam Ehlinger. On the ESPN top 25 quarterbacks, he's projected as the number 3 quarterback this year.
He won't get drafted. He'll get drafted like 6th round.
He's projected like their 2nd round next year.
You know what Prom was projected going into the senior year?
What?
Top 10.
But he's garbage.
Yeah, well.
Just like every other Georgia player.
I don't know if he's got the arm talent to be an NFL quarterback. He's tough, and I like him, but he's not. He doesn't have the arm talent.
So, who is supposed to be Georgia's best player next year?
Best player? I don't know. It's a good question. We're going to have a really good defense. But I think the player everybody pulls for, well, I think our all-star next year might be George Pickens at receiver. He looked really good towards the end of the season. He's a freshman last year. But the player everybody's going to pull for is Zamir White, the running back. He was the number 1 running back in the country coming out of high school, tore his ACL twice. You know, he's overcome a lot of health issues, and everybody will be pulling for him. So I think that's going to be my favorite player for next year.
Who are y'all's non-conference games against?
We got Virginia, known ACC powerhouse. We got Georgia Tech, also a known ACC powerhouse. And then, I can't remember who our other games are. Probably some cupcakes.
Just like the other 2 games?
Hopefully we get to play some. We get to play. I don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Texas' non-conference?
There is, there's LSU week 2 at LSU, but they lost Joe Burrow. And like a lot of their.
Have you ever been to a game in Death Valley?
No.
It's a fun time. You should go. Get Dad to take you.
And then I think we have like.
Dad, I said he needs to take you to Death Valley for a football game.
Okay. We have like Rice and like UTEP or someone like that. No. We have South Florida, which is Charlie Strong. We get revenge for Charlie Strong ruining the whole program.
I don't know if I'd put all that on him. Mac Brown was basically taking the last couple years off while he was there.
In his last year, he had like a 9-win season. Then Charlie Strong came in and was 6-7, then 5-7, then 5-7 again.
Even Megan over here laughed at the idea that you hold 9 wins as a high benchmark. 9 wins? You can sleepwalk the 9 wins in the Big 12. I won't ask that question. Who's your favorite player on the Texas team?
I like Sam Ehlinger a lot. Joseph Osai. He's going to be a junior next year, and he's projected to be a top 10 pick.
Okay. What's he play?
He's like a linebacker. He had a crazy game against Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the name.
He had a crazy game against Georgia and then a crazy game against Utah. Both of those.
Wait, what was the name of the player?
Joseph Osai.
Okay.
He's really good. And then Caden Stearns. He's going to be either a sophomore or a junior. He's a cornerback. He's really good.
Are they going to let him play?
Yeah.
Well, like in garbage time when Texas is getting beat by like 40?
By who?
I don't know. They don't lose to TCU last year?
Didn't y'all lose to South Carolina last year?
That was only one of 2 losses.
Who was the other?
LSU in the SEC championship.
By how much?
It was the score didn't tell the full story. Let's just say that.
We lost to LSU by 7, and we had a 3rd and 17. And if we would have stopped them on that play, then we probably would have gone into overtime.
Yeah, but you know what? The ifs and coulda, wouldas will get you in college football. Doesn't get you very far.
Well, losing to South
Did y'all
Carolina.
play Baylor last year?
No. Y'all didn't beat them either.
Yeah, we did. We beat them in the Sugar Bowl last year.
Oh, but I thought you said that you didn't care about the Sugar Bowl.
We didn't. We just, went out there practicing, and next thing you know, we got to win because they weren't that good.
You know how you said that it's so easy in the Big 12?
Yeah.
Well, Texas has a better record in bowl games than Georgia does.
Since when? Forever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would need to see some statistics to back that up.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna need certified records from the NCAA, notarized and signed by commissioner.
Oh my gosh. And Texas has more wins in the history, and Georgia is older. Georgia's football team is older.
When did Texas football team start?
After Georgia's football team,
I need years.
I think Georgia started in like 1893.
Yeah, but like a bunch of those years were, they had to go fight in wars and seasons were taken off. They were playing like 4 games a year. So those years don't really mean anything. Here, hold on. Hey, quiet. Kiss. Night night. Mwah. Love you. All right.
That's so sad that you're teaching your son to be a Georgia fan.
Oh, I'm not doing that, Harrison. God's doing that.
I mean, there's just no way to succeed as a Georgia fan.
I mean, I strongly disagree with that. I think future's bright. We play in a tough conference. It's good to know that every year, basically, the national champion is going to be from our conference, so we just got to win our conference. And we've gotten close, but you're right. I mean, we haven't done much in the last 2 years. Hopefully.
When was the last time y'all won a championship?
What?
When was the last time y'all won a championship?
What kind of championship?
Like,
we won the SEC a few times in the last few years.
Like an actual championship, one that actually matters.
A national championship?
Yeah.
It's been a while, 1980.
Oh, whoa. How many have y'all won in program history?
Well, I guess it depends on what you count because, UT counts, if the Austin Times says y'all won it, then y'all claim it as a championship. But, conservatively, just 2.
Mm-hmm.
How many does Texas have?
4, but one of them was like a split championship with Arkansas.
That's the thing. So, back before, the BCS, they'd have, various polls. The Birmingham Times declares Alabama the national championship, so they count it as a championship. So, you can't really count any of those.
Yeah, I think there's one year where there's, 4 different champions.
Yeah.
And then you also have your teams like Central Florida that claim a 13-0 season beating Auburn, who was a 3-loss team.
Yeah, they beat the powerhouses of UL Monroe and UAB.
Mm-hmm.
Like South Florida's their big win of the year.
And then this year they were like an 8-win team.
But that's close to your benchmark of 9 is the goal, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
How many times has Texas won more than 9 games since 2010?
I don't keep track of that. I mean, it's hard whenever you had a coach for like Charlie Strong, and you've had 3 different coaches since 2010.
I will say this: y'all's coach is the coach that I wanted Georgia to go after instead of Kirby Smart. But he's been a little disappointing. He hasn't really pulled it together yet.
We should have gotten Saban. We almost got Saban.
Or didn't. That was started like some message board rumor.
No,
It was never
no. Whenever Mac
He
Brown
looking
was
at properties
retiring,
in Lake Travis. Yeah, I've heard that story.
we almost got Saban, but our old administrator, like sports administrator, didn't give him any money. Didn't offer him any money, so we fired him.
Well, you didn't get him, so not that relevant.
We almost did.
You got to tell your dad to pony up more money to the booster club to pull Saban.
What?
You got to tell your dad to donate more money to the school so y'all can afford Saban.
Do you know that the University of Texas makes the most money out of any school in the nation off of college football?
God, y'all's ROI is struggling then. Y'all are not winning championships.
Neither are y'all.
But we're not spending all that money. We're making all that money, I guess.
But we're doing stadium renovations.
Hold on. There. I'm back.
See, like a Georgia fan, see, you're nervous about talking, so your hands got sweaty, so you dropped your phone.
I just need a drink to stable the hand.
You actually need to look up what the south end zone is gonna look like at DKR.
How many people is Darren K. Royal Memorial Stadium going to fit now?
What? Oh, it's gonna be like 105,000.
Really? 105?
Yeah, but
Pretty big, actually.
they could have made it bigger, but what they're doing is they made it where it like just looks really cool. They said that they're doing like quality over quantity. But go and look it up. It actually looks really cool.
Okay. It's a tough year to have a renovation coming out of coronavirus.
Yeah. They started this last year, so like the south end zone last year was just like a dirt mound, but it was awesome for the workers because the workers got to work during the game, and they probably got paid overtime. What? They probably got paid overtime for watching the games, which would be awesome. Well, I think that wraps it up.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed being on your show today.
Thank you for
I'll
coming.
have you on again.
Yep.
Well, yeah, when Georgia wins the national championship, are you going to have me on to let me describe the feeling?
Well, I don't know if you'll still be alive whenever that happens.
Man. My in-laws are loving that.
Well, good.
I like the name.
Well, here's what Georgia does really well. We're really good at recruiting championships. We recruit well, and we're really good at preseason championships, like polls. One of these days, we'll figure out how to win it all the way through the season and win the bowl game. Oh, and by the way, we should have won a national championship a couple years ago. They called that offsides on Tyler Simmons. He was clearly onside on the block punt. That would have sealed the game.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah, well, that one goes to the Alabama. Get the referee from Tuscaloosa who made that call.
Was that whenever Tua came in?
What's that? Yeah, we were winning pretty comfortably. He came in and won the game in the second half, but
Y'all lost to a backup
in their
quarterback.
territory, we blocked their punt. Now to put us up a couple touchdowns and sealed it, and they called him offsides. And when you look at the replay, he was clearly not offsides.
Excuses.
Yeah, I mean, when you get to the national championship in the playoff era, and something like that happens, I'll listen with sympathy.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah. Is this gonna be on ABC or NBC? What channel are you on? This is ESPN?
I'm hoping that Scott Van Pelt will will invite me to ESPN. That'd be nice.
I think he needs to retire and go ahead and cede that spot to you because I think you're an up and coming star in the industry.
Well, thank you. Well, thanks for watching.